Well, I go to school today, everything's fucking normal, and then I come home and somebody fucking told me that, well, Boston was just bombed during a marathon. The first thing that went through my mind was like, North Korea? Not gonna lie, that's a bit racist, but whatever. Then the second thing that went through my mind was like, how fucked up is our world actually? See, as us being North Americans and having advanced technology and all that fuckery that we have, it just, we don't care about anybody else, it seems. And it's kind of annoying to even think about. Like, how many people die in Africa a day and no one cares? No one gives a flying fuck. How many people die in Iraq due to the war in Iraq? How many civilians that don't deserve to die in general die because somebody else decided that they should die? No, it's not fair. Okay, what happened today was terrible in Boston. Yes, I agree with that. Like, I understand that nobody deserves to be bombed or anything like that. But, on the same note, why do we only care about our land? Like, I don't know, that may sound kind of normal. Well, it's not ours to deal with, so why should we care? But the problem is, we're over there doing the wrong, in my opinion, and it's not really fair. The war on terrorism has been a never-ending saga, and in my opinion, I don't believe it ever will end, because to retaliate, you're going to cause another retaliation, and it's just going to be this chain effect of complete retaliation, and it's going to get nowhere. So, in my opinion, the only way that we're ever going to die is if everybody, decided to just drop a nuke on each other, and we would all die. To all my Facebook friends out there that are reading my status and shit, and I was being kind of an asshole about it, like, I don't know, I do feel bad. Don't think I don't, because nobody deserves to just get bombed. But America does it every day with the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and all that shit, and they go through all these, I don't know if they're camps or villages or whatever, and they just kill people all the time too. So, I don't know, just because it's close to home doesn't mean you should only care about close to home. Like, we are all on this earth together, and although we all have different beliefs and different religions and different, I don't know, like ways of living, that should all be taken into account, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. To all my Facebook friends, I apologize. So, if you got offended by that, I apologize. But it seems nowadays in society, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever, Earth, the only way to get your point across is you cannot just please everyone with what you're trying to say. Sometimes you have to be brutally blunt and brutally honest, and that's exactly what America does. And you can go on about, oh, they only went to Iraq because of 9/11 and all this shit. No. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. No, they didn't. Do, like, research your history. They went there for oil, for George Bush Sr., the Gulf War. Read up on that. You'll understand fully why they entered Iraq and Afghanistan and all this kind of stuff. It wasn't a start. The start wasn't the war on terrorism. It was solely based for oil. And then 9/11 happened because, I don't know, people say it was religion attack. I believe it was political attack, because if you want to think about it, well, I don't know if you care what I have to say about it, but the three buildings they were aimed at were World Trade Center, which is a symbol for a financial stability for the United States, okay? The Pentagon, which is also a symbol for their military power, and they were going to be aimed at the White House, which is clearly showing their government. So I don't believe those three tie into religion at all. I believe that was strictly a political act, or a political act of terrorism, I guess I could say. But that's just my opinion. So if you have your own, that's cool. I know it's fine. You don't have to agree with me, but I just thought I should let you know. On a side note, you can't really be happy about the situation, but just be thankful that it wasn't as bad as 9/11 was, because, things are heating up in the world and people are hating each other even more, and this could possibly happen, World War III breaking out sometime soon. But it seemed to be a nuclear war than an actual, like, World War One or two or Vietnam or whatever. But I'm just throwing shit out there, like, it could happen, and if it does, then we could be fucked or we could be fine. But either way, Sorry, I just wanted to get my opinion out there. And for people that don't believe or don't think that, like, I am sorry for what happened to Boston and I'm sorry for the States, like, I do. I just believe, you should have a more broad outlook on the world and realize what's happening throughout the world instead of just be like, oh no, it happened to America, so it's really, really a big deal, and it's only a big deal because it's in America. Because if Americans did it to Iraqis and killed 3 people and more than, I don't know how many were injured, like 20 or something, I think I read, and it happened in Iraq, how many of you would actually care? And I'm being honest, I bet you a few select people would care. And 95% of those few select people would be refugees that were once in Iraq and moved to Canada or America because they were scared. Okay, like I said, so I just get my opinion out there. So, like, subscribe, whatever, if you like what you see. I have some more other retarded shit, but I think it's kind of funny, but other people think it's kind of retarded, but whatever. So check out my channel, Fat Kid Talk Shit. I didn't really talk shit this one. I was just giving solely my opinion on the Boston explosion. And I guess I said I wasn't going to pray for Boston earlier because I was being a complete asshole about it. But, obviously I feel sorry. And obviously my condolences are sent out to those family members who were affected by what happened throughout the explosion. But the main point I was trying to get across in this video is just, have a more broad outlook on the world instead of being so close-minded to just North America. You all have a good day, even though it's a pretty sad day, but yeah, take her easy. Funny face at the end, just to lighten the mood.